guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's EJ Moreno and this is About Last Night, the show where I talk about the movie I saw last night. We're gonna jump right into the movie that I saw last night. Oh boy, we're talking about The Predator. If I'm being completely honest, I actually enjoyed The Predator way more than I thought I would, but when my expectations are so low already that when they're up here, it's fine, but honestly, this movie is in the middle, mediocre at best, a great C+, because that's exactly what this is. This is a C+ movie. It's not even like a fun, cheesy B movie because it's not that fun, honestly. It gets kind of confusing in the middle where I'm like, what the hell is happening? The first act is good, the final act is really, really great, but that middle and that okay first act really kind of bring this down, and I don't really have that much great things to say about The Predator. But what I do actually have a lot of good things to say about is this incredible cast. When I saw this like mixed bag of like M&Ms where I was like, oh, there's a little bit of that one. Oh, there's a little bit over here. There was a little bit of everything and everyone in this movie that I thought that was going to be like volatile. I thought it was going to be like putting too many chemicals into something and it explodes. This was the perfect amount of madness. Everyone from Jacob Tremblay to Olivia Munn to Boyd Holbrook to Sterling K. Brown, Trevante Rhodes, Thomas Jane. Everyone did what they needed to do in this movie and had a great time doing it. It looked like this was one of those movies that you would go onto set and just have a blast, hanging out, talking about these movies, shooting all these fun action scenes. I think that came off on screen. I felt that fun. I had fun with these people. But when it wasn't an action scene and when there was them having to like deliver something serious or more comedy, and we'll get into that comedy, but more comedy, it struggled. But when it was fun, it was really fun, and I can't take away from that because I did smile. I did laugh out loud a couple times. I just mentioned it and we're gonna talk about it right now. The comedy in this movie is what's gonna tear people apart. Either there's gonna be people who are welcoming this like fun added extra of humor, these like kind of campier moments. There's gonna be some people who just want a straight up action horror movie, this bro badass thing. Honestly, it's somewhere in between that. I thought the comedy, it's director Shane Black. He's from Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, Iron Man 3, The Nice Guys. Comedy's kind of his thing with some drama added into it. There was a lot more comedy than I thought. I'm one person who believes the Predator movies have always been a little campy, a little bit stupid, a little bit over the top. I'm not faulting that movie for doing that. I will just say some of the comedy just kind of went to that like groany like as opposed to laugh out loud like knee slappers. I was expecting to laugh a little bit more than I did with Shane Black. I find The Nice Guys to be hilarious when it works. Maybe that's the Shane Black thing though. When he works, and when he doesn't, it feels like a test to get through, because I was kind of like, oh, okay, I don't want to do this anymore, take me out. And then something great would happen in like The Predator, and I would be like, oh, I'm back, I'm having fun. Oh, this. It's like almost like being like bipolar, where things were so up, they were up, and then when things were down, they were so down. And that's what kind of conflicts me in this review, because I do want to maybe just focus on all the good things, but there is some bad that does need to be pointed out. Like the weak story, maybe not even the weak story, the non-existent story. I was surprised when we would move to a new location because I was like, how did we get here? Who told us we were doing this? Where are we? What's the track of time? Like, there was just so much happening, and there's so many moving pieces, and the Predator franchise struggles with moving pieces. And to have more than usual was a thing that Fred Dekker and Shane Black, the writers, really needed to scale back. Give me one more solid thing. That's what worked so well with the first Predator. You just had that one group of people, one mission, going. In the Predators film a couple years ago with Robert Rodriguez, same thing. One group of people going into a mission, aiming certain way. So we can have more Predators come in. You can add in a side character here or there, but I don't need all these little moving pieces and they all finally get together like a Voltron of a plot. And no, don't do it. Not if you're not strong enough to do it. looking back at like a Fred Dekker movie, like Monster Squad, a fun 80s movie. One group of kids, one plot, going. That's what this movie needed, was one group, one plot, go forward. Not everywhere, bam, right there. What was that? So touching on those weaker moments, you have the story that's non-existent, you have that weak comedy. Other than that, I will say I really did not get a great sense that this loves the Predator franchise. For Shane Black being in the original, like an actor from the original, I just felt like this was someone who quickly went through the Wikipedia page and was just like, there we go, there's all the things. Did you want a fun reference to 1987? That's when the first movie happened. That's what this whole movie was just surface level references and homages and like things of the original, where I was just like, no, someone with more passion could have deep dived into a reference that you're like, ooh, that was a deep cut, but not her saying, you're one beautiful mother effer, like, oh, that's a turn on, you're one ugly. This could have been like a movie like the upcoming Halloween that feels like a love letter to the action horror genre, a love letter to the Predator franchise. But this isn't it. This was just a serviceable, okay, studio, go out, make your new Predator movie so we can keep this IP. Oh wait, we're Fox, we just got bought out. That's what this movie was just pure, make this to make it. There's no love here. There was no love making in the writing, directing process. Sure, they may have loved making it, but I didn't feel the love for the property in that. And that's, to me, the biggest thing. If you're gonna tackle a remake, reboot, sequel, whatever, have a love for what you're doing, because it shows. And when you don't love it, it shows. Right? Fuck yeah. And that is it for my review of The Predator. This was a okay movie. I felt the mediocrity coming. I knew it was going to be there. I expected something so bad it's good, or something pretty surprisingly great. I got neither. I got right in the middle. Whatever. I hope you enjoyed this review. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please let me know down in the comments below, down there, what you thought of this review, what you think of the Predator or the Predator franchise. Let's talk about these fun action horror movies. Please give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy. Subscribe, because I make videos like this every single week, and it has been a joy talking about this movie with you. Thank you again for tuning in to About Last Night. Not sponsored by Mountain Dew, because my green screen's probably eating this up. Where are you?